Scott, I'm going to cut to the chase. Is Greenspan's measured dead?
I think so. I think that we're in an entirely different world, Tom. We haven't seen anything like this, where we have an inflation problem that we're fighting, and the big difference I think between Greenspan and us today is Greenspan, as he referred to it, was in the era of opportunistic disinflation. Right? We're not in that position anymore, right? Which is every time the economy overheated, you ratchet it up, rates up, and then as soon as you saw weakness, you would start to come back down. We don't have those kinds of choices here.
You and I each have those moments that were a crisis moment that we didn't see coming. Right. I'm looking at a bond market that is a bear bond market priced down like I have never seen. The Fed can't ignore the collapse, as the ECB can't ignore the collapse in bond prices, right?
No, and it's interesting because I'm not sure what the cure is at this stage. I mean, when we came into this, it was interesting.
Isn't time the cure? Isn't that the solution? You go on the x-axis?
Well, time is the cure, but in some ways, I think they're running out of time. When you have BTPs in Italy go up 300 basis points, 3% since the beginning of the year from 1 to 4, it makes our bear market look like nothing comparatively. And the other side is that we saw those retail sales numbers today come out. Those were very weak numbers, and there's a chance that we are already in a recession. And so if we are in a recession or we're close to a recession and the Fed pushes on this more, and then we find that all of a sudden we have a decline in asset prices like stocks did in 87, then if the Fed reverses course, they're going to look like they're weak on inflation. So this is a very, very tough situation that we're maneuvering through.
Scott, given everything you're worried about, hasn't the Fed just committed to that now? Isn't this a commitment to that outcome? In all but name. They're not going to say it, but based on what they're doing, aren't they committing to that outcome?
Oh, I think they are, Jonathan. But the thing is that every time we get another bad piece of news on inflation, which is higher than expectation, then we're forcing the Fed to ratchet up their pace or the degree of tightening that they're doing. And coming into this meeting, honestly, I listened to the show earlier. I really thought we were to have a trade-off here between 75 basis points and 100 basis points, because I think the Fed really needs to send a message that it is going to crush inflation and do it as fast as possible.